Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to The Art of Kindness, where we have compassionate conversations with artists from all areas of the entertainment industry who are using their voice to spread joy and make this big spinning planet in the universe a better place to be. I'm Robert Peterpaul, and I'm so glad you're here. Hi everybody, it's Robert Peterpaul, your resident Broadway podcast network Muppet with The Art of Kindness. If you're tuning in, this is another live episode, which means it's going to get a little bit unhinged. And I have to say, there's a lot going on in the world, a lot going on for me personally, and it is just such a delight to step into the world of Schmigadoon. So who wants some corn pudding? Grab a bowl. I'm about to serve you up some fantastic interviews with the cast and crew from the Kennedy Center's Schmigadoon. Get ready. Thanks for listening. Love you.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Sara.
My name is Alex Brightman, and I play Josh Skinner in Schmigadoon.
And I'm Sara Chase, and I play Melissa Gimble in Schmigadoon.
Yes. Anything else you want to add to that?
Just that we love the Broadway Podcast Network, and smash the like button. Do you know what I mean?
And subscribe.
Oh,
yeah,
and subscribe.
And follow to your favorite
Yes.
podcasts.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And I
deleted my TikTok, and now I can't re-download it.
Really? What's
Anyway,
going on
what's
with
your question?
that? It's back. It's gone. It's back.
not back for me.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. Maybe it's the world telling me to
We
live
can
my
try
life
and
a
figure
little.
that out. Yeah, we'll get your phone later. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
This
Sara
show,
Chase, by the way.
This show is so much fun. I can tell already that it's gonna just bring so much joy to people, and we need that more than ever right now. I would love to know for each of you what has been kind of special about this experience so far.
I'm going to speak from the heart here, and I mean it. Are you going to say the same thing? I think we might say the same thing. I've known Sara for going on 20 years, It's got to be, in New York City. And I love Sara, and I've always loved Sara. And the fact that we get to do a show together is legitimately the best part about this. And I have said it behind her back. I've said it to your face. I'm saying it to you. I'm saying it to the best podcast network that there ever is or will be. But truly, that's the greatest part. Is I go home every day and I tell my family, I go, it's so cool to work with Sara because I've always loved working with Sara. And it's true. I'm dead serious. I have nothing funny to say about that.
No, that's so sweet.
Nice, and I'm not gonna say anything funny either. That's my answer too.
No, I love that.
you.
My podcast is The Art of Kindness, so I have a lot of mushy questions coming your way.
That's
but
it. Let's do it.
the first one is not so mushy.
Touching me.
For each of you, is there another world of a musical that you would like to live in? So if you were stuck in another musical, which one would you pick?
I'll take this.
Go right ahead.
I would definitely be stuck in The Sound of Music, the movie. And I have been to Salzburg 4 times because I tried to basically do it myself.
Oh.
So that's commitment.
Have you gone
Yeah.
you can go to Vermont. You can go to the Von
Oh,
Trapp.
I've been there too.
It's magical.
Yes, and I give Frau Sara's unofficial Sound of Music bike tour if you ever visit Salzburg and I'm there.
Oh, hot damn.
Wow.
What
I
an
didn't know
offer.
any of that.
Good
Wow.
luck following that one up.
I'd like to live in the world of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, just so I could meet Anthony Rapp at that age. I think it would be fun to have met him.
Oh, that's so
I've met him at
sweet.
this age, and I like it. I think he would have been more charming then, even. You know?
Yes.
at that age.
You
Oh,
did?
wow.
What was he like? Sorry, we're gonna take it.
No, I'm
He
good.
was really great. You know, Santino Fontana, I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Heard of him?
We both won this presidential scholar in the arts thing, and our reward was
Cool.
to have him as a mentor for a week along with other people.
Did you feel mentored?
Absolutely.
I believe that. Also,
Okay.
don't shout out Santino. Beat me out for the Tony Award. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hi, Santino.
Hi, Santino.
You know, that actually could be your tip, but I was going to ask you both, do you have a kindness tip? I know it's mushy again. Something tangible you would like people out there to do on their own corner to make the world a little brighter? Just because my show's all about kindness. And this show's all about kindness, inclusivity.
I love this. I love your show. I
Well,
love
I
the
love you.
kindness. I love you too. I think that, and that's actually going to go along with my answer. I think if you like something that people are doing, tell them. I think it's weird to be casual about cool things. And so when people are doing cool things, or there are talented people in your cast, that to not go, oh, there's one of my least favorite phrases, they're so talented, I hate them. No,
Yeah.
no, even if it's glib, no.
Yeah.
If you're so talented, I love them and find out things from them and ask them about themselves. And think that nobody hates to be liked.
Yeah.
So do that. Be kind to people in the room. And if you enjoy somebody, tell them.
Yeah.
People want to hear that.
Life's too short.
Yeah.
That's right.
I try. I'm not perfect. the saying, be kind because you never know what battles other people are going through, which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a good
Be
reminder, I
compassionate
think.
and kind.
It never will
Yeah.
get old, that saying. I love that. And
Empathy's
also,
hard. Empathy is hard sometimes.
There we go. And I also think sometimes people can get so sort of like acclaimed or powerful that people forget to say, hey, that
Thank
was
you.
amazing. They
Oh.
forget to compliment you, or that
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I love that reminder. For both of you, I know it's been like a super quick process, and sometimes there's like some meshing in the beginning and it's a little weird or whatever, but have either of you experienced like an act of kindness or something positive so far someone else has done for you that you feel like has like kind of made this experience a little bit more solidified so far?
I could say about a lot of people, but I'm going to single one person in this company out, is Anne Harada.
Oh.
Has no problem going up to people and telling them how great they are. Thing I just talked about. Anne has no problem, like a missile, coming towards you and going, "You're so wonderful." The end. No, there's no ulterior motive. There's no fishing for one herself. She's really, really good at keeping the joy level to like at around a 9.5.
Oh, I love that.
You know what I love? Because I'm doing Gatsby right now, and I'm one of the oldest people in the company, and I'm not here, and it's so nice to... Brad Oscar has been sort of a mentor to me since I've known him, which is almost 20 years, and he sort of reminded me of that role last week when I was sick and I couldn't go to my show, and he was like, it's okay, and it really made me feel better about being in this business and having to miss and be sick, and I really loved that.
Yeah.
It's good to be surrounded by people in this business that are also happen to be humans.
There you go.
Because so many people fall victim to becoming shells of their former self to do the job.
Yeah.
And I think everyone in this room has that humanity still inside of them that's excited to do the thing.
I love
and
that.
to help others.
There you go. Human first versus like the resume paper first.
Human
headshot
first.
and a chorus line. You know, we got to be human. Thank you both so much. I can't wait to see
you.
the show. I think you're both amazing.
Thank
And
you. Right back at ya.
Wish you the best rest of this process.
All right, Broadway podcast.
Yeah.
Cheers.
We out. Cheers.
I'm Brad Oscar, and I'm playing Mayor Menlove.
And I'm Anne Harada, and I'm playing Florence Menlove, the mayor's wife.
We are so excited for Schmigadoon. Can you each tell me what this process has been like so far for the both of you? What's kind of turning your gears?
Well, it's thrilling for me because, of course, I've only experienced it as part of the TV show.
Iconic. Are you making history with this? Because I feel
don't
like
know.
2
I
seasons
can't
of a TV
imagine.
show, now the Broadway version.
But what's great about it for me is that to get to do the material live in front of an audience and to see how it plays in front of people in real time is the biggest thrill for us, because when we were shooting it, we thought it was really funny, but we had no idea if anybody else did. But and then we didn't see it for months and months and months. So to have that kind of immediate response, I think is going to be really exciting.
So great.
Yeah, and to put something actually on stage that celebrates so much of the golden age of musical theater with people who are very smart and very funny, and it's a great group to be a part of, and it's going to be a
Perfect
ball.
timing. Yeah, we need that. We need that ball. We need the joy right now.
Unquestionably.
I'm wondering for each of you, just a kind of fun question. What musical would either of you like to be stuck in? Is there a musical that you would love to live inside?
Stuck in.
Well, I've answered this question before, and I've always said Avenue Q because I'm
Of
very
course.
familiar with it.
Yeah. Did you see the Avenue Q viral Wicked moment, by the way? Did you see that video going around?
Yes, I did.
That was fun.
Oh, I have to see that. I didn't see that.
Oh, it was really fun.
I want to be stuck in sort of a Sweeney Todd Mame combo. Does that make sense?
Ooh, yeah. Attend the tale of Auntie Mame. I love that. Yeah, we need a little Christmas right this very murder. Anyway, that was not good.
Quick. I like that.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes I'm quick. Usually I'm pretty slow. But not on my podcast, The Art of Kindness. I talk pretty fast. My show is all about kindness on the network, and so I would love to know for each of you, especially when we're at this beautiful show, celebrating inclusivity, celebrating, self-awareness and kind of like that love connection. Do either of you have a kindness tip, something that listeners can do on their own corner just to try and make the world a little brighter?
I think it's just trying to be as polite as you can, even in the face of people being super not polite to you.
Yeah.
I find that lately when that's happened, I'm just trying to be as chill as possible.
What do you do? Do you take a deep breath? Do you have any advice for calming down?
I usually just pull a face and and try to zen myself out of the moment.
Thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
Yeah, I love that.
I mean, I think, do unto others, right, as you want them to do to you. I mean, to try to treat each other with respect and see each other for, who we are and proceed with grace as opposed to fear and intolerance and anger and, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge in today's world.
Yeah,
so,
love.
I try to come back to that.
I love that. Well, it seems like you're all choosing love in this room based on the interactions I've witnessed. Everyone's cheering for each other on the sidelines, and I'm sure that will extend to the stage. I can't wait to see the show.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
We're
you.
so excited.
So nice to meet you.
Christopher Gattelli, director and choreographer of Schmigadoon.
And Cinco Paul, I wrote the book and the songs.
So exciting. I can already tell the show is filled with so much joy, and just watching this preview has totally made my week, and I now feel like I'm just living in this world, and I'm excited about it. When you were looking at this show and tackling it and how it shows up, both from a director's point of view and a choreographer's point of view, what did you want to be sort of translated from the TV medium onto the stage? How did you approach sort of bringing this story but for a live audience?
I think it's in the way that the series paid homage to the screen versions of the Golden Age musicals. It's the same kind of, hopefully the same kind of approach. It's beautiful painted drops and traveler curtains and things that were so common back in the day that now we use elevators and things like that. But so it's been really nice to go to think old school and just have the basics, because the show is beautifully simple in the way it expresses love and joy, and so I feel like it sits really, really nice on the stage with that kind of within this period.
I love that. What about you, friend?
For my work was mostly taking a TV show of 6 episodes of a TV show and translating that into a stage musical.
Yeah.
Which was there was quite a learning curve initially, because I thought, I can just pack these in and make some cuts, and then I realized, no, it's a lot more work than that. I have to, you cannot cut back and forth, intercut between scenes like you can in TV, right?
Yeah.
You have to have limited settings and not cut back and forth between them, and so there was a lot of learning for me to do and work to do in taking that TV show and making it actually work as its own thing, as if I had started off by writing a stage musical instead of a TV show.
Yeah, I love that, because you can't do a close-up. I mean, I guess you could have the darkness on
You
stage and maybe a light box, but
The audience will look where they want to look.
Yeah, you both have done an amazing job from what I've seen so far. I would love to know, for either of you, is there a musical you would like to get stuck in? Is there the world of a musical, any musical, that you feel like you would just love to live in?
I'd say it's a musical, but it's a film musical. But
Okay.
it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, that's so good.
So that's I think
Pure imagination.
it would be hard not to.
Yeah, dive into
for
the
sure.
chocolate. Did you see Wonka with
I choreographed it.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm blacking out. Okay, then that's probably
No, that's
why.
okay. So-
Icon, legend, foot and mouth.
No, please, that's okay.
I watched it on the
That's
plane.
okay.
Just loved it. Took me away.
Thanks.
Amazing
Same
work.
thing. Yeah, thank you.
My favorite musicals are Sweeney Todd and West Side Story and
That's the
Guys
third
and
Sweeney
Dolls.
Todd,
I don't
though.
know if I'd want it lit. Those are all so violent and scary, those worlds.
But
I
it's
think
kinda
maybe,
cozy.
Singing in the Rain, I think, is romantic and wonderful and fun. So I'd love to live in that world.
I love that. And I'm going to let you both go, but my show is called The Art of Kindness, so I would love to know if either of you have a kindness tip, something tangible people can do on their own corner to try and make the world a little brighter, just like this show is making all the audience's lives brighter, for 2.5 hours.
I'll say I have a practice now that I learned. I can't even remember who taught me this, but I start off every morning thinking, I hope I have a chance to help someone today.
Oh.
And then I think because I'm aware of it, I find those opportunities more.
I
So
love that.
that's my little thing.
And that probably takes the pressure off of you of sort of spiraling inwardly, because you're thinking, how can I
Right,
help
focus
someone
on
else?
someone else, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great way to start the day.
And I do the kind of practice of putting myself in someone else's shoes all the time. I like to, really be conscious of, especially when you're working with a room full of performers and creatives and things like that, and someone's having a good day, bad day, whatever. But I'm always putting myself in someone else's shoes and trying to take care of them in that way and asking what they need and
I love
all
that.
kind of stuff to make sure they feel good.
Well, thank you both. We need more kind leaders in this industry, so I appreciate you both making an emphasis on that. I really do. It's how we make change.
It's very important.
It is.
Appreciate you making it.
Oh, thank you. Well, congratulations. I can't wait to see the show.
Thank you.
Schmigadoon out.
Hi, I'm McKenzie Kurtz, and I play Betsy.
I'm Javier Muñoz, and I play Doc Lopez.
I have to say, This is such an amazing show. I can't wait to see the full thing. I only got a little taste of it, a little taste of the corn pudding. It's so much fun. We need the joy right now. I know we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Could each of you just share sort of what's been special about this experience so far?
For me, I mean, just sitting there today watching this cast, we did a stumble through today. How incredible this cast is, how kind everyone is, and it's really a short rehearsal process, but I feel like everyone is just stepping into work every day with their, bringing their best work, their best effort, and their best selves. And so that's been really beautiful. And it's a show that's really funny and fun, and I'm just loving literally just sitting and watching.
Same. Yeah, I was going to say, like the, I don't really come on until Act 2, so I get to really watch all of Act 1, and my goodness, it's like, I'm probably the best audience member because I'm laughing at everything, no matter how many times I've seen it. Everyone's, like you said, showing up with. It's like a full performance. It's like we're just ready to go, and I just have to say, in the context of where we are, of all the things that are happening, not only in our country and our world, I want to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That allows an audience to come in, leave that stuff at the door, and have a really friggin' great time with us and laugh your butts off and forget your cares for however long, you're sitting there with us.
Yeah.
So that's really the gift with this particular
It's so
piece.
hopeful that all different kinds of people can sit down and unite in the darkness and clap together and respond the same way. I think it's very hopeful for humanity.
Yes.
I would love to know for each of you, is there a musical you would love to be stuck in? Do you have a musical that you want to be transported to and just live in the town?
Oh, that's a great question, because I'm sure there is. I just can't. Do you have one off the top of your head
Well,
right now?
I'd be cheating because I want to say In the Heights, but
Of course.
I kind of live there. But okay, so
Yeah,
I have to think
balance
of something
maybe.
else. I would say. Gosh, everything I'm thinking of is reality. Oh, The Lion King.
Ooh,
Good
that's
answer.
a good one.
That's a really good
Circle of
answer.
life. I love that.
Yes.
Forget your worries.
Yep.
Hakuna Matata.
I would say,
Well, you've both been in such iconic musicals that,
yeah, maybe
like,
I'll
should
go
you
with
pick
maybe
your
I'll go
own?
with another Disney, Frozen.
Yes.
I
There
would
you
love
go.
to. I'd love to live in Arendelle.
Oh, that would be so
it's
sweet.
so pretty there.
So magical.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
magical.
come visit on my vacations.
Yes. Well, Disney World, they all have bridges to each other, so that's definitely doable. Thank you for sharing that. My podcast is The Art of Kindness, so we focus on, as you know, people giving back in the arts, use their platform to make the world a little brighter. You mentioned that everybody in this cast is so kind, which is very on theme. Do you guys have maybe a story about an act of kindness you could share, or something positive that's happened so far from this process that has kind of filled your cup?
Ooh, I mean, I can't think of one specific moment, but just every day I've come into work, everyone has been very kind and positive and supportive of one another, because it is a lot of information coming at everybody really quickly. And so people are just really quick to be like, oh, you missed this, let me help you or fill you in on this. And that's always just going to be a better environment for creating a show, and it's going to get it done, and it's going to be that much more pleasant of an experience. So.
Yeah. I love that.
I would say mine is yesterday, actually. So I'm under the weather. Came in yesterday. Was my big day to finally do all of my Act 2 stuff.
Oh,
And I was, of course, sick.
of course.
And every single person that I had to work with was so kind and patient. And it was one of those moments where you're like, of course, my big day, and I'm impaired. And it was one of those, like, literally full supportive days where everyone just had my back.
Yeah. I love that. Well, I'm sorry you were sick, but I'm glad everyone had your back and
A
wasn't
star.
like, get away from me. That's amazing. Now, I think I've asked both of you this, maybe I think at the Jimmys and then when you came on our pod, but if you have a different one to share, I would love to know if you have a tangible kindness tip, something you think people can do on their own corner to try and make the world a little brighter, like smiling on the street or...
I found that being kinder to myself in the day-to-day just helps me be a better person outwardly to everyone around me. And one of my New Year's resolutions this year was to be kinder to myself, and that has significantly helped me in my mental health and then how I interact with the world around me.
I love that. You can't give from an empty cup.
And I love that because that's my philosophy as well. I will add to that and say, in the spirit of being kinder to oneself, making time in the day to pause and stop and breathe, to let go of whatever's on your mind and on your heart. Even if 1 minute, just pause and give yourself that breath.
Yeah. It can be hard, right? Especially in this situation where it's such a fast-paced rehearsal process and you stop when something goes wrong, but you don't always stop when something goes right, or you need to maybe like take a breath. So it's nice to hear everybody supporting each other. And I know we got to let you go. So thank you for being here. Congratulations. I can't wait to see the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Isabelle McCalla, and I'm playing Emma Tate.
And I'm Ryan Vasquez, and I play Danny Bailey.
This show is so joyful already. I could tell from the preview. I can't wait to see the rest. The world needs this right now. I would love to know, what has each of you so far taken away from this process? Is there, like, what makes this special so far for both of you?
I think it's that it's a love letter to what we do while also kind of being able to poke fun at it. I think folks who are really theater folks will be able to appreciate this sort of like homage and Easter eggs in the score and in the script, like to these specific things. But if you're not a theater person and you're just coming to enjoy yourself, I think you're also going to. So it's a nice balance and sort of like bringing folks with all different familiarity like together.
Yeah, well said. I love that.
Just expanding on that, I agree with every point. And also that, musical theater, while absurd at many times, is also a really beautiful way of illuminating the very universal struggles that we all go through. And I think we are able to do that in a very tongue-in-cheek way. And we poke fun at ourselves, we poke fun at the form, we poke fun at the world around us. And I think it's just a really important time to laugh. And I hope that people come to the show feeling ready to laugh and then feel their hearts grow 3 sizes afterwards.
Yeah, like the Grinch. I love that.
Exactly.
And looking at the sort of that world you described, I would love to know for each of you, is there a world of a musical that you would love to be stuck in?
Ooh, a world of a musical.
I mean, you both were recently in kind of similar shows. They were watery, lots of wood features.
Yeah,
not the story.
Those were a little dark.
We get rained on.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I could see
get
that.
beaten. No, thank you.
No.
I would want to be stuck in Shucked, actually. Cobb County. That's a very fun, joyful place. And
That's a
so
good one.
silly and zany. That's where I get stuck.
Also has corn. Corn pudding.
Yeah, I would say Frozen, because how fun does that look?
Yeah, that's what McKenzie said.
No way,
So
really?
she'll be your neighbor.
Well, yeah, she was in it, so she has a
that's probably why
she'll
she
show
said
me
it.
around.
Yeah,
So,
you're right. She could show you around. She'd be like, there's that door. Love is open.
Yeah.
Come on through.
Yes.
So, well, speaking of love, bad transition here. My podcast is The Art of Kindness, so it's all about people who use their platform to give back and make the world a little brighter in this industry. I would love to know for each of you, do you have a tangible kindness tip, something you would want listeners to do on their own corner to try and make the world a little better, especially now?
Yeah, I think on your own corner is exactly what sort of like primed my brain. I think go like introduce yourself to your neighbors. Go like sort of connect with the ground and get off your phone and go and like meet folks in your community, because we're really being, this isn't like I think a hot take, we're being like pulled apart by this stuff. So really like reconnect and go and be in community with people. It will help.
Yeah, I think to expand on that too, there's always one moment in a conversation where you're like, there's a dip, I could leave.
Yeah.
But the really exciting things happen when you stay just a little bit longer. So I would challenge your listeners to like stay in that slight discomfort for a little longer, and then maybe come up with a question to ask the person on the other side that you wouldn't normally ask somebody.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Won't you stay
Oh, fierce.
just a little bit longer?
I like that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you both for that. Yeah, I'm mentally,
at the-
I'm there.
Famously.
Yeah, I'm blanked out. Looking at kindness in the rehearsal space, is there an act of kindness that has been done to you so far throughout this process? I know it's been super quick, but something anyone's done to kind of like make you feel more comfortable. I know it can be a little awkward the first rehearsal days, all that kind of stuff. Anything come to mind?
I feel like I'm working with folks that are kind of like above my pay grade, to be honest. Like there's just a lot of folks who are like older and way more established, and any sort of like connective tissue between myself and them has made me feel really emboldened to feel comfortable in the room. Like there's not this kind of energy of I've done this a million times and you may have done this like half a million, and so I'm on this side and you're on the other. Like I feel very much brought in by those folks particularly, which is I'm thankful for sure.
Oh, I love to hear that.
And I think because, we're all in process, we can get lost in our own worlds and our own heads thinking like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do, so much to learn. But remembering that, I always like to point out something that I like in every person's performance that's true, that I'm just like, this is really great, and just pass that on. And I feel like everybody else has been really kind in that regard at throwing that back at me. So I think that's really sweet.
Beautiful, because I think the more acclaimed people can get too, sometimes people forget to compliment them.
Absolutely.
You know, they're like, they know they're great. So it does make a difference. Actually, science shows compliments really do improve your well-being. So remember to do that. And I'm going to compliment you both by just saying I think you're amazing, such like incredible performers. Can't even believe I'm next to you right now. And I wish you the best of luck on this run. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
Thank you.